People deluded, I'm back again. Stars and duds of the week. Now, before I get into that, what's the scores? It's 6-2 at this moment in time. Brentford versus Brentford. Werder Bremen versus Leverkusen has been quite the game, people. It's 6-2. I mean, I basically saw Leverkusen bottle a 3-goal lead of sorts, and it's just been a goal feast, and they're winning again. Well, I don't think Leverkusen never actually drew at the moment in time, but it's just a goals fest, man. And Julian Brandt and Kai Havertz. Havertz has 2. Mislintat, I hope you're trying to look out for Havertz at some period. But back to the Premier League. It's been an eventful Premier League weekend. Morata's finally scored. Arsenal, while on one hand it's great that we have 12 games on the trot, not losing and things like that, 11 victories. It feels, depending on how you look at it, it can be a bit sour this Premier League weekend. Manchester United obviously got back to winning ways. Apologies to Manchester City and Spurs players. Obviously, I do this on a Sunday, so you can't be involved in this. So yeah, Liverpool won as well, keeping the pressure on Manchester City. They need to do what they need to do on Monday evening. Yeah, Watford were superb. Bournemouth was superb. Southampton and Newcastle, frustration if you're a fan of any club. Brighton did their thing. Fulham were quite frankly appalling. Cardiff weren't much better. So yeah, it's been quite a Premier League weekend. So let's crack on with stars and duds. Let's start with the stars. I'm going to go with Matt Ryan of Brighton in goal. Left back, Moreno. Now, Moreno might not have a future at Liverpool. He might not be there. And he's had to be extremely patient, to put it nicely, to get any game time, real game time at Manchester, at Liverpool. And yeah, you can only play what's in front of you or the opportunities you're given. And I felt, while he weren't amazing, I felt he had a decent game. In fact, I'm going to put Marcus Alonso, man. Marcus Alonso, because he had a good game for Chelsea. So Moreno, you're out of here. Marcus Alonso's going to go at left back. Right back in an unorthodox position, I'm going to go with Pereira of Watford. They had a superb game. A number of Watford players could have been in here. Pereira had a good game just in regards to his general play. And we all saw the goal where he danced past however many people. So Pereira's going to play for me at right back. Rice of West Ham, he might not have been playing centre-half, if I remember correctly, forgive me. He's going to move into centre-half and play there for me. He had a good game for Hammers, and they were unfortunate not to take 3 points if it wasn't for that deflected effort from Ndidi, which hail him up for getting his team a point out of that game. Van Dijk's going to go there. I mean, Van Dijk's just Van Dijk. He's just, if you've been watching the Premier League or if you've been watching Liverpool, there's not much more to say on that. Van Dijk's just handling his business and putting in performances. Ball playing, tackling. Yeah, they conceded the goal, and as a team, the whole team probably could have done better for the goal they conceded, but it was a good performance for Van Dijk. A couple other centre-halves could have squawked in here as well. But yeah, midfield, Lucas Torreira. We've wanted a player like this guy for years. I told you this guy's a madness. I mean, he's the only player realistically out of that Arsenal performance, not that we played appalling, but obviously we dropped points, that can say, okay, cool, I kind of played. Everyone can improve, but it's like I kind of proved my worth today. I didn't really mess up. Lacazette lost the ball. You can say he played Lacazette the ball that he eventually lost. It wasn't a hospital pass, but that's about it. You typically find Lucas Torreira in the initial stage or at some source of goals we've scored this season. Beyond assists, assists weren't doing really credit. I know he's got an assist for Lacazette. And obviously, when you compare that to obviously adding the fact that he's winning the ball back and all of them things and putting in great anticipation tackles and things like that, I don't want to say he's the complete midfielder because he's not, quite frankly, but yeah, he's a quality player. Sadly, I don't even think he's going to be at Arsenal long, such as him and maybe even Guendouzi as well, such as their potential. Obviously, I think he's 19 and Torreira's 22, so their development's at different stages. But I honestly think if Torreira ends up where he ends up, then he might even join a certain countryman at the Nou Camp or Madrid or something in the next 2-3 years. Like, I'm going to enjoy having him here, but hopefully he stays and he loves it. But I think it's not long before the big clubs swarm for my man. But Torreira in midfield. Barkley's going to play in midfield for me. It's nice to see him having a resurgence, man. The last couple of seasons prior been kind of, I don't want to say damaged goods, but people have probably thought he's failed potential and them sort of comments there. A lot of people were bewildered when he played for Chelsea and thought they were when he signed for Chelsea, and thought they were proved right because he weren't really getting it looking too tough. But for whatever reason, Sarri's taken a liking to him, and although he's got fantastic competition in trying to beat Kovacic, Jorginho played well today, even Kante to a degree, and the rest of the other midfielders there, he's proven that he has some worth to the team and he's repaying his manager. So he's going to partner Torreira. 10 position, I'm going to go with Brooks of Bournemouth. A player I liked him at Sheffield United. Credit to Eddie Howe because him, Cook, couple other players. It doesn't matter if you was in the Championship, if you were on the cusp of a top 6 club like Aki, he'll play you, he'll bring you and he'll play you, and they're doing good things there. And Bournemouth, like I said at the beginning of this vid, put in a superb performance. And for the last couple of gap match days now, Brooks has been playing well, and I haven't added him into the team, and can't really have a bias towards the big clubs and things like that. No disrespect to Bournemouth, but Brooks is going to occupy the 10th position. Midfield, I'm going to go with Salah. I feel harsh, not midfield, on the flanks, Salah. Feel harsh not putting Mane, man, because I feel Mane was good, people. I feel Mane was good, but my initial thoughts were Salah, so I'm going to stay with Salah. Yeah, I'm going to stay with Mo Salah. Up front, I'm going to put Martial. I feel Martial had a good game against Everton. And I want to put Callum Wilson, you know, but I feel Zaha, he might not have scored. He won the penalty. I felt he looked inspired for his team today. And considering Palace, they've not been in the best of form. Again, they've got a mad run of games coming up against us, Chelsea, United or Spurs. 4 of the top 6, including us, I'm so sure. They ain't scored at the home ground prior to today and stuff. They needed their star man to stand up and be counted, and he done that today. He drew fouls. He obviously won the pen. He showed his strength as well. He got a bit frustrated in the game, but yeah, man, it's sad because if he scored, he would have made some headlines. But well, not sad for me, but you get the point. Martial, good goal today as well, and just he looked inspired today, man. So yeah, that's my team. So Matt Ryan, Alonso at left back, Pereira at right back, Rice and Van Dijk in midfield, centre half. Midfield, Torreira, Barkley, David Brooks, Salah, Martial, and Zaha up front. Shout out to Aubameyang for just scoring. In better news, shout out to Fraser, Morata. A majority of the Chelsea lads, to be fair with you, there was Mane, like I said, there was quite a few good performers. Aspilicueta. So yeah. Now moving on to duds, where it's not all gravy. We've got I feel harsh, man, because Joe Hart, from what I've seen of Chelsea's game, he looked hard, and from what all people that have watched the game tell me, he's like, if anyone at Burnley can leave the pitch with any face, it could be Joe Hart. But at the end of the day, his team conceded 4 goals, so harsh or not, he could be in the team. Elteridge, or whatever his name is, of Cardiff, by that same logic, should be in the team. So I'm gonna go with Joe Hart, man, to be fair, because just Burnley were just terrible, full stop, and Cardiff find themselves in duds of the week all the time, and it's getting quite boring. So I'm gonna go with Joe Hart. Right back, I'm gonna go with Fosu Mensah, if I can remember correctly. He conceded a penalty. Mustafi and Zuma are gonna go at centre half for me. Left back, we're gonna go with Burnley's Charlie Taylor. Central midfield, we're gonna go with Surrey of Fulham, of course. We're gonna go with McDonald of Fulham. Unfortunately, he had a bad game and then he was sent off. Mesut Ozil's going to occupy the 10th position. Sadly, my guy Lacazette, he's been in good form, but Lacazette's going to have to go up front. Rashford didn't have the best of games for United, so I feel he has to go up here. And Theo was anonymous. I mean, he's always anonymous at Old Trafford, to be fair. But yeah, man, that's the team. So yeah, that would be my duds. I don't feel Ryan Sessegnon had the best games. Neither did Lamarchand. Neither did Bamber of Cardiff, to be fair. Murphy, Bennett, Hoylett. Yeah, there was quite a few non-performers, to be fair. Just Burnley, Southampton, Charlie Adams, what's his name? Charlie Austin could have been in here. A couple of Southampton players. I felt Newcastle put in a committed defensive performance, but on the offensive front, maybe a few more of them. So yeah, man, that would be my stars and duds of this Premier League week. So yeah, man, what can I say? People, thank you for watching. DG, I'm out. Get in a comment, subscribe, and do the rest if you wish. I'm out. Hungry, man. Time to eat.